Alright, what's going on, guys? So I got another little Call of Duty hardcore kill confirmed. Actually, there's two games in this because this review might take a little bit longer than one. This movie review is on the Fantastic Four movie that came out not too long ago, and it's gonna take a while because I have a lot to say, a lot to talk about with the movie. So let's get started. So the director for this movie was somebody named Josh Trank, and this was his second film in directing. And his first film was a movie called Chronicle, and it actually had the movie Chronicle. It had fairly good reviews. Now the producers, one of the producers was named his name was Simon Kinberg. He was also the screenwriter for this movie, and he produced and wrote many of films, including the X-Men franchises, Jumper, the original Fantastic Four. At least there's the first movie, not the second movie. He also produced Elysium, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Chappie, and then he also is in the middle of producing, that's soon to come out, Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, and Gambit. Another producer was Matthew Vaughn. He also produced some of the most recent X-Men movies. He also produced Kick-Ass 1 and 2, Kingsman, The Secret Service, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. And then there's also Gregory Goodman, who produced Aeon Flux, X-Men First Class, 8 Mile, and Captain Phillips. Those are some of the most well-known movies. Now, as we all know, this Fantastic Four is based off of the Marvel comic books called Fantastic Four by Stan Lee. Now, for the actors and actresses, Miles Teller, who played Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, who was best known for the Divergent series. He was also known for That Awkward Moment, who also starred in Michael B. Jordan, who played Johnny Storm or the Human Torch, who is known for Chronicle, which is, as I mentioned earlier, Josh Trank's first film directing. As I said before, he also starred in That Awkward Moment. He's also been in various TV shows, and this one is actually someone I actually didn't know, but I do know now, is that he also voiced Jace Stratton in Gears of War 3. Now, Kate Mara is our next on the line, and she acted as Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman, she's also known for Shooter, Brokeback Mountain, and also a movie that's soon to come out, The Martian, with freaking Matt Damon. Next up is Jamie Bell, who played Benjamin Grimm, or The Thing. He is best known for Jumper, King Kong, Billy Elliot, which was, I believe, his first movie that he acted in, who I think he also won a BAFTA award, I believe so. And he also stars in Snowpiercer with Chris Evans. Next is Toby Kebbell, who plays Victor Von Doom, or Dr. Doom. He's known for Rock'n'Rolla, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and Wrath of the Titans. Next is Reginald is his full name, but he goes by Reg E. Cathy. He plays Dr. Franken-Storm. Obviously, the last name is Storm. He's the father of Susan and Johnny, and he was best known for House of Cards and Oz. Next is Tim Blake Nelson, who plays Dr. Harvey Allen. He's one of the cast members who helped the team develop their powers and help them control them. He's known for Holes, Scooby-Doo 2, The Astronaut Farmer, Meet the Fockers, and The Incredible Hulk. Alright, so what I thought about this movie. Okay, so as a Marvel movie, I really do enjoy Marvel movies because of what they're based off of. They're based off of comic books. And comic books brought entertainment for the older generation, like, you know, your fathers, your mother, your grandfather, your grandmother, anybody that's lived in 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Now, so in that aspect, I enjoyed the movie because it was based off of the comic book, but the way this movie was set up, it was something I was really disappointed in. I actually had good high hopes for this movie. Now, not because of the old movie was bad, but I mean, it wasn't good. The old movie wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. Now, with this movie, I really actually couldn't believe that anybody that didn't take a better look at this movie and try to change some things, because there was a lot of things wrong with this movie. And from what I've told other people, after I saw it, I was like, I had to compare it to something really, really, really bad. And I'm sorry to say it, but I had to compare it to a deer getting hit by a car. But this deer, after it got hit, is just, like, still alive. It's still breathing, but it's trying to breathe in as much air as it can to live just a little bit longer. And so it was very, very upsetting that I had to compare it to that. But for some reason now, I believe it was 20th Century Fox is the one who put the movie out, and actually owns Fantastic Four. After this whole entire movie has been out, there is supposed to be a sequel made in 2017. Now, I'm not sure what the storyline is, but I can only hope that the storyline for this next movie, Fantastic Four movie, it can make up for what this Fantastic Four movie made, and try to bring it back up. I just hope it can, because this movie had so many negative reviews. I believe on Rotten Tomatoes it had like an 8% review, and it was astonishing. I couldn't believe that a Marvel movie like this would get so negative reviews. Alright, so what I recommended to family and friends. Family, I would say yes and no. I'll start with the negative first. No, because the older generation with my family, I wouldn't recommend it to them because it might come off as a disappointment to them. Now, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that they would rather watch the old version, the old movie with Chris Evans and can't remember her name. Oh, I'm so upset that I can't remember her name. But yeah, the one with Chris Evans and whatnot. I'm pretty sure they would actually go and see that movie than to go see this new movie, which is very upsetting. But it's probably what they would want to do because of how badly set up this entire movie was. Now, for my yes, the family, I would recommend it to the younger generation of my family. And when I say younger generation, I mean like children that are like my younger cousins. Like there's, Jesus, I think some of them are turning like 6. There's 7 or 8. So I would recommend it to them because one, they probably have no idea who the Fantastic Four even are. And if they do, well, then good for them. But if they don't, then I would probably recommend them to go see this movie. Not because, I know it's badly set up, but they're young kids. They don't know that. They just see a movie, and they see people with superpowers, and they think it's freaking cool. Now, if they find out that there's another movie that came out years before they were born, they might go and see that movie too, and then, they might have different comparisons, and they might have a different opinion than I do. But, that's what I think for the family. And then for friends, seeing how my friends, we live in the same day and age and everything, I'm pretty sure they would not want to, I wouldn't recommend this to go see that. I wouldn't recommend this movie for them to see, only due to the fact that, they've watched the new one, and with me being like their movie, I don't want to say expert, but I would just tell them to not see it. And if they would still want to see it, I would suggest to them that, hey, find somebody that's like really, really gullible and have them pay for the tickets. Because really, it's not something you would really want to waste your money on. Now, would I go and see this movie again in theater? No, I would not. This was a movie, when I first saw the trailer, it was a movie I wanted to see. I was very excited they were making a reboot. I did think that, you know, the first movie was okay. The second movie was a little but it was very, very, very upsetting to see that this reboot got worse reviews than its predecessor. It was astonishing. I couldn't really believe it. But I would not go and see it again. No, definitely not. Now the sequel, I am not entirely sure on what their plan is. Like I said before, they have lots of good ideas. They have lots of ideas that they could try and do. You know, Fantastic Four. To me, Fantastic Four is probably one of the like best well-known superhero teams that didn't they didn't come together because they met each other with their powers. They came together as human beings and got their powers together. That's what made them a group. That's what made them a team. So, in my opinion, they're probably one of the best well-known superhero teams out there. I don't want to say in comic book history because I'm not very savvy with DC Comics. I don't know if there's any like team out there that freaking got their powers together and became a team, but yeah, you get the point. But anyways, yeah, Fantastic Four, they have a lot of good enemies. You know, obviously, Doctor Doom is one of the main ones. They also have the Skrulls. They have Galactus. And I believe also they were the first to come in contact with the what the hell were they? They were like the aliens that shit. Something Infinity, I think. Can't remember, but whew, yeah. But anyways, I really hope that they can pull off a good sequel for this movie. But other than that, that is my review. Enjoy the rest of the Call of Duty gameplay. I do have to say that also I am a little bit laggy in the second match of this video. I'm not sure what was going on. I had my Wi-Fi on my phone turned off, the Wi-Fi on my computer's turned off, but the Wi-Fi, I don't know, my signal was just all choppy and just going everywhere. So it's really bad, but you know, I think I still went positive, which is very good. So you know, it's all right. But yeah, enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.
Confirmed. Marking care package coordinates. Enemy bombing run clearing the way. Enemy UAV above. Enemy UAV above. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. They're hurting. Keep hitting them. Kill denied. Assault drone ready. Kill confirmed. Friendly assault drone inbound. Well fought, gents. I knew we hired you for a reason.